Hello everybody and welcome back to Let's Play Xenonauts. Let me go ahead and get my timer started. And so it's been actually a couple of weeks since the last part I recorded, part 6. Because I had recorded, I think it was just 5 and 6, though it might have been 4, 5, and 6, I don't really recall. More or less back to back, not on the same day, but, you know, back to back on days. Like I recorded one, say, Monday, the other Tuesday, and the other Wednesday. However many of the ones I recorded, like I said, I don't exactly recall off the top of my head if it was just 5 and 6 or 4, 5 and 6, but either way. So yeah. Like I said, it's been a couple of weeks since the last part that I recorded, so I don't fully recall what we were working on. I think we were set on the Jackal armor for the A team. The B team doesn't have any yet. Which also reminds me, I should probably... Oh, wait. Oh, never mind. For some reason... Did I... Oh, for some reason I thought we had made another Hunter scout car and sent it over here to B team, but apparently we didn't, so never mind. That would be the correct order, yes. So let's go ahead and organize these guys. There we go. That's all good with me. Okay, so we need to capture an alien alive, which... And well, now we have stun weapons, so we can actually do that in a reasonable fashion. So, studying extraterrestrial biology has allowed our scientists to devise methods of incapacitating our enemies for interrogation and further study. There appears to be 3 main possible avenues of attack, all of which are equally effective against humans as they are against aliens. The first is simple concussive force applied to the victim's brain or nervous system, either via physical impact or the shockwave of an explosion. This method is both crude and unreliable, particularly against tougher alien species such as civilians, but you may find it occurs unexpectedly on the battlefield. The second is oxygen starvation, where higher brain functions shut down due to lack of oxygen. This can happen incidentally via smoke inhalation, or it can be induced via a stun gas that temporarily binds with the victim's blood and prevents it from carrying oxygen around the body, generating a powerful disabling effect without ultimately being fatal if sufficient amounts are inhaled. The final method of incapacitation is an electrical current delivered at a sufficiently high voltage, which will utterly disrupt the nervous system of the victim and render them unconscious. This is extremely effective but highly dangerous. An electrical discharge of the required voltage can only be delivered with a melee weapon. My team have therefore designed a shock baton that can be used to subdue enemies at close range, and grenades/rockets that can be used to deliver stun gas from a distance. Whatever method you choose to employ, any captive aliens would be extremely valuable research subjects. Okay, we need to go ahead and get those fancy schmancy alien plasma tech done so that we can start working on getting new weapons. Okay, now with that done, my preferred option when it comes to this, I mean, yes, we can use the stun baton wherever it is. I don't typically use that. It's not necessarily a bad choice. It really isn't. You know, I could slap it on my shield guys, and I could charge them at the enemy, more or less. But I don't do that. It is an option. It's not a particularly good option, in my opinion. So instead, what I typically do is I replace the smoke grenades with the stun grenades. I still keep the flashbangs because flashbangs can suppress enemies while stun gas can't suppress them. I mean, obviously, if they pass out due to the stun gas, it's the same effect and the enemy is neutralized. But nonetheless, I tend to take both with me so that I have them there as options. So we're going to set this as the default equipment for shield people. Set that as the default equipment for riflemen. And set that as the default equipment for assault. And then we'll just tell these guys to all switch over. Admittedly, that should actually be with the basic armor to minimize issues. So temporarily switch everybody off of their armor. Yes, this means I'll have to remember to give everybody their armor back. But it makes things a little bit easier when I start needing to manage this across different bases. So let's go ahead and do this real quick. Now here is not great. She has like no strength. I could dismiss her if I want, and, you know, pay to have somebody else come in. I don't think we're gonna do that right this second, but yeah. Now's not exactly a great soldier. She just completely lacks the strength to carry any sufficient amount of weight. I mean, honestly, she's technically over her carry weight, even with just the basic armor. What is her expertise, out of curiosity, for her background? Well, Japanese, obviously, that's not a surprise, but 1st Airborne Brigade. Okay, sure. I'll believe that. Somebody was in an Airborne Brigade and can barely carry a rifle and ammo. Definitely. Sure. Well, I mean, I guess, you know, you technically also have a whole bunch of other stuff as well, but that's besides the point. We got another medium over here. B team is not going to go for this one, I don't think. I think a medium is way too tough for them. And A team is going to be busy taking care of this one, so I think we're just going to airstrike that one. Because, yeah, that wasn't going to work out particularly well. Just auto-resolve, that's fine with me. We wouldn't be able to really go for that one anyway, right this second. Oh, you're gonna come over here. I'm gonna send Condors 3 and 4 at you. And the B team can take care of you. And send Condors 1 and 2 to go for UFO 32. Okay. B team, this is a small UFO. It has a fair few. And you guys don't have Jackal armor yet. So don't fuck it up, I guess. is the best advice I can give. Oh, you guys do have a storage bay, right? Yeah, you do. Okay, good. Just had to double check that you had a storeroom, because otherwise I think this stuff just gets destroyed if you don't have a place to store it. Okay, and it looks like B team has managed to just barely scrape by before night came. So they'll be able to get through this, hopefully, without significant losses. By the time they run into their next UFO, in theory, we will have Jackal armor for them. In theory. We have 6, I need 10 units. So, yeah, 10 units I believe it is, right? Sounds right. Yeah, because it's 8 people on the Chinook and then 2 people sitting around at base as replacements. So, we're almost there. Almost. Okay. Shield. Go look outside. And we look to be on the northeast corner. Well, I say northeast corner. Technically, it's just the east corner because the map is a diamond, not a square from our perspective. So, you know, if you wanted to be... Okay, and you guys are not in the right order. What the hell? I swear I put you guys in the right order. How did you manage to screw it up? Okay. So I need to reorganize these guys back into the proper teams. I don't know why the hell did Carmen and Stefan here trade places? I don't know why they did, but they seem to have traded places. Yeah, run to the stone wall. Take cover behind it. You can't quite make it, so you're not going to. Hugo, you're gonna stay in the UFO, or in the, not the UFO, in the Chinook. Now, thing is, I don't know if there's any aliens further down this field, which is the thing I want to check first before we move on. Oh, okay, damn it. This field actually connects straight to the road, which actually makes this a bit more annoying. Stefan's going to stay with Hugo here. Next turn, they'll move out. Claire, you turned a little bit more than I actually wanted you to. Now, I assume there's going to be some farmers here. Question is whether or not any of these farmers are going to be armed. Okay, you can just make it there, but I'd rather, I think, you go for the tractor. And we found one. Okay, so he's hiding out in there. We're gonna have Claire crouch. Hugo, you're gonna make a run for it. Actually, yeah, Hugo, you're gonna make a run for it. You're not able to crouch because you used up literally all your time units to make that run. Okay, you're gonna stay there, Carmen. Because I want you to be able to at least get a shot off if somebody decides to run around that corner. Let's see. Jacob, I'm gonna have you go back to the main door. So you can sort of watch over here. Maybe you get a snapshot off, maybe you don't. Let's be real here, the answer is probably no. Okay, so again, we know he's in there. He's still there. Can you get a grenade off? You can. You don't have a particularly good chance to hit, though. Well, that's not strictly true. I could get you a 50-50. Technically a 54. But I think I'd actually rather go for the 50-50. So that didn't do a whole lot to him. Can you manage to get a grenade that far out? No, your throwing absolutely sucks. Everybody, yeah, everybody's throwing sucks. Okay, then. Carmen, you crouch. And just hope he doesn't decide to run out and shoot you. Or if he does, the fact that he has to run through all the stun gas will end up taking them out. Hopefully. Probably not. But one can hope. Come on. Nope, that's not gonna quite cut it, and moving you there would not work. Okay, let's see what this guy does. If he runs out, hopefully either A, he passes out, or Hugo and Vasily here reaction fire him. Okay, there we go. Would have loved to have taken him alive, but also would prefer Carmen not to die. So, I'll take what I can get in that case. Okay, there is a farmer there. He is armed. We haven't heard a shotgun fire at all, so I'm going to assume that he has not run into any aliens. God, Hugo, we really need... You're not going to be able to wear jackal armor if you literally can't run, even with basic armor. I don't know if there's an opening there or not. That's why I'm having them watch there. Just to be on the safe side. You go and check the intersection. Okay. Which team are you supposed to be a part of? You're supposed to be part of Team 1, which is... Carmen. I think I referred to Claire as Carmen once on accident. Doesn't help that they both have C's as their first name. Okay, there was no opening there. We still have stun gas. We can be knocked out by our own stun gas, so we're going to wait for that to disappear before we actually waltz into that little shed there. We'll have Claire, though, push up. There's a half-decent chance there's nobody else in there. Apparently we were able to see to there, so... Okay, that's clear. You don't have enough action points to run to where I want you to, so you're not going to. That farmer's inside that farmhouse, the barn, whatever. So I'm gonna assume that there's nobody in there, but we're still gonna run in there to double check. Because these do often have some sort of divider. Okay, there's two farmers in there. One with a gun and one without. I don't think I need to check this house right on the corner, or on the edge of the map there. Or the building, rather. Okay. Yeah, looks fairly safe in there. And that looks safe. Go behind the car. Run Vasily up. Hugo's gonna trail behind. We may or may not get to the other UFO because I am taking this a little bit on the slower side. Just depends on how long it takes to actually deal with the aliens that are hiding out in the UFO. Because I think that's where the last of them are. I kind of get the feeling there's no more outside. And that's looking more and more like a safe bet. Okay, you've already used up some time units. I probably should check the little storage area there, but I'm not going to. I'm pretty sure that section is cleared. Except for the civilians, but, you know, they're not going to shoot me. At least not on purpose. And we finally found the UFO. I just want to make sure that nothing's over here, and then we'll do our usual stack up by the door. In the meantime, these guys are all going to push up. Particularly if you have a assault rifle. And luckily this one is not all on fire up front, so I can actually make a push on it. I know one of the other ones we had, basically the entire front was on fire, so it was a pain to approach. I think we lost a couple of people on that attempt there. Just because of that. You know, we actually haven't heard a single shot at all, except for our guys firing. So I think all the aliens did hide out in the UFO, and it looks like there's at least 2 alive. Well, I say there are at least 2 alive. Whether or not there's more beyond those 2 is what's going to be up for debate. Also, realistically, you guys should be on, like, the east corner of everything you take cover in, because that would actually provide cover for you. And yep, that corner has been cleared. And that has been cleared, so yep. Okay, we can go ahead and make a run for it, unless there's a guy... Well, there's 2 civilians there that are alive, so it seems like a safe bet there's no alien there at the end of the road. Otherwise, they'd probably be dead. Oh, we got a reaction shot. Damn, 2 hits. Great job, whoever that was. We're not going to bother going around back. Who was that got those shots off? Dieter. Of course it was the German. You know what, actually, just, you know, double check. You know, I don't want a surprise that for some reason the alien was just deciding, I'm not going to shoot. And he's been there the entire time, unbeknownst to everybody. No, Jacob, you'll stay there so you can still get a reaction shot off, potentially. Okay, that guy is running away from the door, which means that I can actually approach now. And I say Jacob, but I think it's supposed to be like Jacob or Jakob or something like that. So Claire and Carmen are 2 C's or our shields. That seems like a terrible naming convention, but I guess that's what we'll be going with. Okay, Carmen, you take cover there. We're gonna move Dieter up. Stefan's gonna take Dieter's old place. Hugo's gonna ever so slowly keep making his way forward. Same with Vasily. Always face the UFO, guys. Certainly if you have a shield. Oh, Stefan is not actually going to be great at this, because he's got a shotgun. Okay. Carmen, can you? No, not quite. So you're going to just push up straight behind Carmen. You're going to stand there, right behind her. Eric is going to go ahead and make a push forward. Do we only... Oh, yes. We only have the 2 shotguns, because everybody else uses a rifle. Except for the 2 people with shields. Okay. Wonderful. Carmen can make it there. Or, damn it, Claire can make it there. Carmen can make it there. Stefan. Technically, who are you supposed to be with, Stefan? You're supposed to be under Claire, so... You go stand behind her. Eric will stand behind Carmen. Dieter will push up. Jakob will also push up. Same with Vasily. You know, we'll just push all the rifle guys forward. Okay, there's 2 more in there. That suppressed us, but didn't kill him. That's fine with me. Carmen's deciding to run away, but I don't think... She's not bleeding, so she'll live. The only issue would have been if she was bleeding. Okay. She'll be back. The issue is that if I send Jakob here in the center, he will block her from being able to get back into her spot. But as far as we can tell, the only other alien, except for those that are probably in the back room, is the dude in the hallway. I think we'll be okay with that. Dieter's gonna stay in the back. The issue is that Eric, of course, now doesn't have somebody in front of him to take the shots. Carmen needs to get healed, so we'll have Vasily go ahead and just heal her. Since she happened to run right next to him. Okay, and he has run off, which I'm not a fan of. There is also a breach there, but I don't think he ran through it. The issue is that this whole left side is on fire. Well, fire, smoke, one of the two, so it's a little bit hard to have Stefan make the approach I'd want him to make. But he can get fairly close to what I would have preferred. Carmen no longer has her shield. It did actually get destroyed. So she's not going to push up. No, everybody crouch. Everybody crouch. Always be crouching. Vasily, go ahead and push in. I don't think that spot is actually smoking. Actually, it might be. But it looks like you didn't take... I think it's chemical damage is how they refer to it, or, you know, how they label the protections. There we go. Is there somebody else in the back room? There is. Because of course there is. So we'll have Claire and Eric make their approach. Claire will crouch right on top of that alien. Eric will get behind her. We're going to wait one more turn. Claire, I think I'll have her try to throw a stun grenade in there. And hopefully we'll get the guy. Except, I forget, these guys don't die that quickly. Oh, but he was damaged enough that he did pass out. Wonderful. So, Eric and Dieter have been promoted to sergeant. Jakob got nothing. Carmen is injured for about a week. but she was promoted to corporal. Stefan was also promoted to sergeant, and then Hugo, Vasily, and Claire also were all promoted to corporal. Wonderful. So we'll do a alien interrogation there. If you capture live aliens and you do the study on them, I believe it gives you bonus damage to them or something to that effect. It gives you some sort of bonus. So capturing at least one alien of each species alive is not a bad idea. If you can do it. Oh, good. Our engineers finally arrived here. I can put them onto that. That decreased the time from, what was it? 108 days down to 54. So that'll help immensely. I may need to tell you guys to hang out a little bit north of the actual UFO. Yeah. No, you're fine. Just stay there for a little bit longer. There we go. Now actually approach the UFO. Engage. This is probably also the same species. Obviously, I don't know that for certain, but I'm just going to guess because it was the same type of UFO, and that UFO type seems to often have the lizard guys and not the psionic guys, the guys who are supposed to be the basically this game's version of the, God, what were they called? I forget what they were called in XCOM. These guys are supposed to be the base of the Mutons. Okay, this place is all kinds of screwed up already. So, off to a great start. We have 2 police officers from the look of it. Both of them appear to be armed. Okay, there's somebody over here. And it is actually you. I would love to take you alive as well if I can. One of you. I don't really give a crap about which one it is, but I can't have the hunter fire because there's a civilian here. And I think you take extra penalty for killing civilians yourself as opposed to the aliens killing civilians for you. So I'm not going to take that shot. And there's the UFO. Okay. We already know where it is. We can go ahead and start making our approach. Not for the UFO. And I really want to take one of these guys alive. I think we're early enough in the game that the game doesn't do mix matching of aliens, but that does eventually come around. So that is something we'll have to deal with eventually. That's not a great spot to take cover, but I mean, it's the best you got, really. I guess I can pull you back. Whatever, it's fine. Sophie is supposed to be up there with them, I think, right? Yeah. Sophie will redirect at a later date when I have the opportunity. Now these guys can be knocked down pretty quickly with stun. So, whoops, not Terry. I want Giella here. Can you make a throw over there? You can, kind of, depending a little on the exact spot I tell you to throw to. A little too far to the side. Just a little too far, and now you don't have enough time units to make another attempt. Terry, you would not be able to do that. We're gonna have the hunter locked down there. Sophie. I guess just run to this corner. And just sort of watch over there. Giella can make a shot if he comes around the corner. We'll see what he does. Maybe we get another attempt next turn. I really want to take one of these guys alive, and you know, if I can get it out of the way early, that'd be great. So that's the main reason why I'm trying to get him now. It's because then it's not going to be a thing I work for. Okay, now he's right outside the door. We know that because he literally opened the door. How much does it cost you to throw? 43. So how about you throw there? And we got him, I think. I'm not going to have you run out there to double check though. But I think we got him. Terry, it was safe because he was on the other side of the wall. And stun grenades don't go through walls. Despite how much you may sometimes wish that they would. But of course, sometimes you wish that they won't, if they did. So it's a which do you prefer kind of situation. Because both could just as easily be bad. Well, there's a civilian on the second floor there, so it's a safe bet that that's safe. Nah, you're not going to go there. And yes, we got him. Wonderful. So that saves us the trouble of needing to try and capture one of the other ones in this mission. There's more of the UFO area. I mean, I know where it is. Realistically, I should probably just be kind of focusing on going for the UFO. Because again, you can win this by just holding on to the UFO for X amount of turns, whatever it is. It's 5, I believe, right? I'm pretty sure it's 5. Terry, that means you can come back out here. Because we're not going to go through that area. It's going to be a few turns before all of that stun gas disappears. Although it has been strangely quiet, just like last time. Outside the UFO, so I get the feeling they're probably all at the UFO again. No. Clearly not. There was at least one more outside, but he's dead now. So now the rest of them are probably inside the UFO. Yeah, the issue with carrying the shield is that you can't climb over stuff. It's, not collapsible or anything like that. And even when you eventually get a better one down the road, it is also not collapsible. Which would have been a kind of cool feature of it if it was actually a collapsible one so that you could climb over when you're using the more advanced shield. But you can't. It's the same old shitty shield throughout the entire thing. It just gets extra hit points. And of course I say the shield is shitty, but that's not true. It's saved our ass numerous times, and it will continue to save our ass numerous times. Okay, yeah, just had to double check that that guy was still alive. There were no aliens that I just didn't know about. I could tell you to drive down here. But you can actually make it through here. Thing is, you're going to destroy all the damn cover here. Damn, all this smoke is going to be a pain. Is it maybe marginally better over on this side? Probably not. Dealing with all this damn smoke and fire really makes approaching UFOs a real pain at times. But no, I don't think it'll be any better. I think it's going to be crap no matter what. So this is going to be one of those UFOs where we're probably going to take losses. Just because we won't have the ability to fire. Part of the thing will also be that there's a lack of cover. Probably on this side, even if it is better in terms of smoke. You might think that works both ways, and technically it does. But the aliens aren't as negatively impacted, so even though both us and them are affected, they, in a sense, benefit more from dealing with the smoke than I do. Yeah, a little less fire, but absolutely zero cover in front of the UFO. There's at least 2 guys inside, and they've run away from the door, so should be safe to approach. You've become unnerved. Damn it, Terry. It's a terrible time to become unnerved. You better not fucking hit somebody. I will be pissed if you hit somebody, Terry. Like, I would outright just dismiss all future recruits that have the name Terry. And annoyingly, this means you're blocking the path. Because you just wasted all your time units. Trying to, I guess, shoot at Victoria? I don't know what the hell Victoria did to you when you berserked, but clearly she did something to upset you because you really wanted to try and hit her. Okay, where are the other shotgun guys? Oh, Sophie's all the way up there. She's taken a while to get down here. And the police aren't exactly helping us. I say then he immediately tries to beeline for the UFO. So maybe I spoke just a tad bit too soon. Okay, so I mean, I could set something up. It's not quite exactly how I want. As far as we can tell, they're not by the door, so it should be safe to do this. Just so long as I don't open the door. Oh god. The order of these guys is also screwed up. Okay, there we go. My experience is that when aliens run away from the door, they generally don't approach it again. So it's a reasonably safe bet that they're not going to suddenly open that door, and realistically, I should probably not have the hunter facing that direction because it will try to shoot over our guys and it will suppress them. And potentially hit the power reactor and blow it up. So, you know, all around bad things. Okay. Now I'm going to wait for everybody to have full-time units. Fuck, don't go berserk. You panicked. You didn't flee, though. And I can just wait a turn. And you'll be back. Okay, we got 3. Pretty decent hit chances on you. I can't hit the guys in the back, though, with anybody except for Lucia here, who, again, has a pretty decent chance of hitting. There's the timer. No, stuns. Nope, that's not what I'm gonna use. Victoria, do you happen to have... You do, but you don't have a particularly good chance of getting a throw in, so maybe don't do it. Okay. Well, he hit Victoria, so, you know, Lucia's safe. And that hit Victoria's shield, so... No, it didn't, actually. Lucia, I need you to not do anything bad, because you are literally the best person we got. Which kind of screws with things. Because I literally have to rely on you as the best I got. And he blew up the reactor, thank you. That sucks for me, actually. Okay, you missed. Great job. That also destroyed the cover that was over here that Giela could have gone for. I'm not going to have you guys shoot. I think that was Lucia. So, great job. And fire's already gone, apparently. That fire did not last long. Damn. Okay. Sophie, you push up on one side. Giela, you push up on the other. Both of you watch that corridor. We're going to have Terry, I think, push up front. Do I do it this turn, though? Probably, yeah. Terry, go ahead and push up. Crouch. Giela will go behind you. And she missed. She missed a shot that, for all intents and purposes, she should have never missed. Okay, well, so Terry fell unconscious. He'll be fine. He'll be fine. We'll get him back up. Game, is there actually another one there? Oh god, there's another guy outside, apparently. Okay, everybody get in position. Because apparently there's a dude outside somewhere. I don't think there's another dude in there. But I'm gonna fall back. If there is, hopefully he runs out here. Okay, yeah, I don't think there's another guy inside there. I really don't. Okay, where can I have you guys go? Because there really is not a lot of cover because he blew up the damn power. Okay, I think we're just gonna wait this out. There we go, mission successful. Yep, Terry's up. Full health, no damage, you know. Being knocked unconscious doesn't hurt you actually at all. Technically, we did not kill all the aliens, so we only get a good, not an excellent, but that's fine. We did manage to still recover some selenium, but not a whole hell of a lot. Veronica, Terry, and Sophie all get promoted to corporals. Giela was already a captain. She'll need a couple of days to recover. But by the time we get another UFO, she should be fine. Since that was my timer that went off, I'm going to go ahead and end this in just a moment. I just want to see if we can get the... There we go. See if we can get the research done before I would actually cut this off. So, alien plasma technology. Studying the innards of the alien plasma pistol and plasma rifle has given us a basic understanding of the science behind extraterrestrial directed energy weapons. We remain some distance from replicating plasma-based weapons ourselves, even in a laboratory setting, but our work raises the tantalizing possibility of battlefield laser weapons. A brief explanation of the generation of a plasma bolt is as follows. Firstly, the weapon draws power from an alenium cell and uses it to fuel a powerful array of particle accelerators. Secondly, these accelerators superheat a larger number of atoms into a state of ionized gas within the heat-proof chamber of the weapon. Thirdly, two helical spheres of electromagnets in the barrel of the weapon pulse simultaneously, drawing the plasma from the chamber and spinning it into a bolt, while accelerating it to muzzle velocity. Finally, a graviton emitter in the muzzle of the weapon launches a graviton particle into the plasma bolt as it exits the barrel. The graviton particle is incredibly important. In laboratory conditions, it has been observed to possess a strong gravitational pull that prevents the bolt from dissipating into a useless cloud of hot gas. The science behind this process is unclear. It is the first time we have observed a graviton, but it probably explains the large difference in range between the alien plasma pistol and plasma rifle. Sadly, we have no idea how to replicate this gravitational field ourselves, and without access to an effective anti-gravity emitter, the useful range of our most powerful lab-based plasma generator is only a few inches. One would hope that study of the more advanced alien weapons may shed light on the process. In the meantime, our efforts would be better focused on the development of battlefield laser technology. We have learned enough from studying the power distribution and cooling systems of the alien weapons that I believe I can replicate them in our own designs, making building man-portable laser weapons from these new alien materials a theoretical possibility. So now we can actually research laser weaponry. So the game wants us to do alien interrogation. I think we're going to hold off on that. It's just a straight up damage boost. I couldn't recall. Oh, sorry about that. Hit my microphone. I couldn't recall exactly what the damage or what the bonus was for doing an analysis of a live alien. I thought it was just damage, but I wasn't certain if maybe it was something else depending upon the alien. But no, it looks like it's just a straight up damage boost, which is perfectly fine with me. Now, the caisson here are not exactly strong, so the damage boost is not strictly necessary, even really in the late game. I've never really struggled with killing them. The civilians, however, can be a bit of an annoyance in the late game. So, yeah. I think we're going to go ahead and focus the research on the civilians. And then I think after that we'll go ahead and get the laser weapons. We're going to want to get better weapons. But doing this analysis of a live alien will sort of help make up the difference for a little while, because we need to build those weapons. Starting with laser weapons, you do not get your shit for free. You have to build them, and that costs time and money. Time that we're currently spending attempting to get Jackal armor for both of our major teams, and time that it takes to actually build all of those. So that'll be a little while. And also, if I recall correctly, I believe the laser weapons actually have less capacity per sort of magazine, for lack of a better way to describe it. But because they do more damage, it sort of makes up for the fact that they carry less ammo. But like our rifles have 20 shots of ammo capacity per reload. But I believe the laser rifle is only like 6 or 8. Something like that, I believe. But again, because it does more damage, it sort of makes up for it. In theory, we probably really... I've never really had problems. So I think we'll be fine sticking with the 2 quote-unquote magazines for all of our weapons, more or less. Because like I said, I've never had problems. I've never like straight up completely run out of ammo. Because we technically have three magazines, what's in the weapon, and then 2 spares. And that just works out perfectly fine for me. But yeah, so that's going to be it for this part. I will see you all next time, where we will finally get the B team up and fully operational because we are at 8 Jackal armor. We need 2 more for them to be ready, and then of course everything else we can sell until we potentially get a 3rd team up and operational. We'll definitely have a 3rd base. Whether or not I station a team there, though, is gonna be the question, because I may not. But I guess we'll find out when that inevitably comes around. But yeah, so until then, let's go ahead and do a save. This should be part 7. But yes, so until next time, goodbye and farewell.